Hello, Patricia here. Here's some follow-ups from last week's stretching tips. I offer you consider honoring your body by committing to daily routine of stretching. Not used to it, you say? Start slow with just 5 minutes a day and increase a little each day. I trust you'll be glad you did. I'd like to share with you what stretching was like for me when I first started. First of all, I totally resisted it. I found it to be dull and boring. I wanted to do just brute exercises and blow through a workout. And so I recall my coach gave me a prescribed corrective stretching program. Literally, it was on a piece of paper. Couldn't be simpler to follow. And he taught me the exercises and said, okay, here, start doing these. So I get home and I looked at the paper and kind of tossed it aside. And then I continued to train with him, and he would ask me repeatedly, hey, how's your stretching going? And I found myself avoiding the question, and I'd change the subject, like, yeah, right, how about them Dodgers, eh? So I truly avoided it, and then one day I realized I had to commit to it, because there had to have been innately, within my spirit, I thought there has to be something to this. And the only way I was going to discover that is by experiencing it. So I took my sheet of paper, went into my room, my quiet room where I exercised and stretched, and I committed to an hour. Literally, I said, I'm going to be in this room for an hour, and I'm not going to leave until I go through every stretch on this list, on the list. I put on some gentle music, I looked at the clock, shut the door, and I started going into my stretches, which I avoided. And all of a sudden, I started to be more present with my body. I started to pay attention to how I felt when I was holding certain stretches. And then I realized that I started to feel pretty damn good. And I thought, wow, what is this feeling that I'm experiencing? I've never had it before. And then it came to me, this must be the energy coming through my body and to my muscles and releasing tension. And I realized it felt really good. And I thought, oh my gosh, I get it. I had my aha moment. Now I realize the importance of stretching. If this is what it means for me to feel good and to experience energy rising, then I'm going to commit to doing this. So it took me several months before I committed to a stretching program every day. And I had to see the benefits of it. And I do now. I do now. My muscles are more elongated, not as chunky and compact like I used to be. I have more flexibility and range of motion. My joints and my lower back are less tense and stressed. Therefore, my mind, because as above, so below, due to the mind-body connection. So I have to say, for me personally, there's nothing like a good old stretch. Don't forget to breathe and be conscious of your precious body parts during stretching time. I'd like to add that as we age, we naturally lose flexibility. I know you all have seen elderly people walking in the parking lot or at the grocery store. Notice them, if you haven't already done so, and check out their movements. They're stiffer, they're tighter, and you know why? It's because as we age, we lose that natural flexibility. The fascia, which is a soft tissue over our muscles, it solidifies and hardens. Okay, so that's why we get compact and tight and tense. And daily stretching keeps the fascia tissues nice and pliable so we can retain more flexibility. Thank you for watching. I trust you have a couple more steps and a deeper idea of what it means for me to be more flexible and less tense with my stretching program. Now I offer that you go stretch.